I'm Karl Ganske, and since completing my doctoral studies in 2009, I have been involved in full-time pastoral ministry. And in the course of preaching and pastoral work, there are those questions that you'd really like to devote yourself to, but you just don't have the resources at hand or the time that you can devote specifically to that in the course of ministry. And for me, that's what caused me to apply for the Post-Doctoral Fellowship at the Manchester Wesley Research Center. I did my PhD research in Manchester, and so I already knew about the Manchester Wesley Research Center, and I knew that it would be a place where I could focus on my research with the resources that I needed and the setting and the supportive conversations that would allow me to really focus and do well at what I wanted to do were close at hand as well. It would allow me to be fruitful in the work that I wanted to do in the time that I could commit to it. Personally, I was in a middle of a series preaching in the book of Romans, and the reading that I was doing in commentaries and in biblical studies were stretching my idea of what it meant to proclaim the gospel and what it meant to call for a response to the good news. And the resources for church culture and discipleship that I was working through were just multiplying my ideas about how the church can be living out the good news about Jesus and about the kingdom of God. I wanted to relate this to the theological identity of the local churches that I'm a part of. I really wanted to look into the development of the meaning of the gospel historically. I wanted to know if there might be a distinctive Wesleyan role in talking about the gospel and in the way that the gospel is responded to and lived out in a church community. I wanted well-considered and well-researched resources for an era of change and opportunity, but also a time of uncertainty and questioning and sometimes fear. So I've spent 5 months researching, thinking, and writing, and I really feel like I've been able to lay a foundation for a new phase of preaching and direction. I have hopes that I can share my research, and I already have opportunities to share in academic seminars and in pastoral conferences.